Lunchbox is brought to you by J&C Oyster in Hollywood.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Bifo, and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon again on Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. We're back for more because you know us. We can never get enough when it comes to great restaurants, food, dining around town. And we are now here at J&C Oyster, downtown Hollywood, 2035 Harrison Street for the, nightcap of our doubleheader on a Wednesday. And it's a happy hour Wednesday here at J&C Oyster. And besides Mike Lubitz sitting in on my right, in the middle today, we have a newcomer, a Lunchbox debut. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the show managing partner here at J&C Oyster, Elisa Cifuentes Rooney. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it is always great to see, devoted restaurateurs. And we were talking that I guess you are Caesar, who is the other proprietor here, sister, right? But you got roped into the family business.
I got roped in. I sure did.
What exactly happened? And, of course, we've got the backstory here is there's a sister restaurant next door called
restaurant named Osaka.
Osaka.
That started in
let me get the mic
started
right up
in
there we go.
2015 at Yellow Green Farmers Market.
Which is, I call it the food incubator of South Florida. It's a great place. That's a weekends only farmers market, but it has a lot of different little eateries, restaurants, specialty shops. And
Absolutely.
Osaka, I can never pronounce the name. I don't know
Osaka.
why.
You got it. Osaka. Yeah.
I always
so
hear
it's
the X and I start going, Osaka.
So it's a fusion of Oaxaca, Mexico, and Osaka, Japan.
Okay.
Not necessarily having to do with either country, just a fusion.
It's a South Florida thing. We love to meld different cultures.
That's right.
And that's now moved from the market here to Harrison Street a while back, like 2019.
I think we opened 2018, I believe, 6 months prior to the pandemic, or was that 2019?
2019. Yeah, I know it was like kind of right before the pandemic because it was right before I jumped ship at the Sun Sentinel and broke off on my own. So, but yeah, it was the end of 2019.
That's right.
I remember seeing Caesar, and he was very excited about that opening. Mm-hmm. And now this year, he's been even equally, if not more, excited about J&C because this is a culinary powerhouse team that you got in the kitchen here.
Yes. I mean, what an honor to be working with the team that I am. I never thought that I would end up here from a taco shop to a chef-driven, Asian-influenced seafood restaurant, which is amazing.
And it's not just seafood, even though, of course, it is seafood-centric. They got some great, incredible dishes. The crab curry dish is one of my favorites. They got that perfect crab and noodles, which is great on a summer day. But we're also going to be featuring some of the other things, like you got steak tartare, you got burrata, all these things that for people who maybe don't particularly like, or there's a lot of people who have seafood allergies. There's plenty here for everybody here at J&C.
I'd like to think so, yes. Yeah. I think we could feed an array of people here.
So wait, tell me again, what was your career path and how exactly did Caesar get you involved?
So Caesar always excelled in life, and I did sit my parents down at one point and tell them, do not expect that level from me.
He seems very ambitious.
He is very ambitious, and I love seeing it from afar and help facilitate where I can when needed.
Where did you guys grow up?
So we were originally born in Venezuela.
Oh, wow.
Very, very grateful, especially nowadays, that our parents did bring us over here. So we migrated from Maracaibo, Venezuela in 1989, and we've been pretty much Floridians our whole lives. Okay. We did move a lot, but how it came about is I went to college for graphic design.
Where'd you go?
I went to Valencia.
Orlando.
I guess Orlando.
Yeah, it's a college now. Yeah,
it's a college now. It happened the
VCC,
year after.
Right?
It was the feeder school to UCF.
Exactly. So they had an amazing graphic design program, and I ended up going there. But how I ended up in the restaurant industry is I paid myself to get through college. So I worked at restaurants, Ale House, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yep.
And kind of learned the whole industry, worked from hostessing to busing to serving to bartending, bar back, expo, everything short of a line cook.
It's
And
amazing that you stayed in the industry.
so I left the industry because it got very stressful.
Yep.
This isn't an easy industry,
No,
people.
you need
Not
thick
to say
skin.
you need thick skin, for sure. But I left. I actually started a design business with my husband.
Nice.
We were very successful, but at the same time, I missed being in hospitality.
That's
Really?
funny.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a double-edged sword.
It
Like
really
some days you
is.
just despise the. No, that's me. I despise the people
No,
on the
I
Let's Eat
get-
South Florida group. But yeah, but then
It's
you
a
love
love-hate.
it.
Yeah, for
There's
sure.
some people that are a joy to be around, and you're like, oh, that's why we do it. People
Exactly.
appreciate us. You put
Exactly.
smiles on faces. They
Mhm.
celebrate big occasions with
For
us.
sure.
And then there are the others who like live to be miserable
Make
and
your
love to
life fun.
complain.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. And I try to not be on that side of the realm,
Right.
but
try to stay
yeah,
positive.
I was very fortunate. I would get asked to guest bartend at Lola's across the street.
I remember Lola's.
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
Michael, what was his? The chef was great.
When
Ragnar.
it was Chef Bob and his
Oh.
beautiful wife Audra.
Okay, that
so
was
I
the
worked
second
there.
generation,
That was
yeah.
the second gen of
Did they
Lola's.
still have the Coca-Cola ribs, or was it the Dr.
They
Pepper
sure did,
ribs?
yeah. That was the
one of my
best,
favorite
for
dishes
sure,
in
for sure.
town.
I
Yeah.
still dream about that.
Yeah.
That shit. And then I also guest bartended when it turned into Hotsy Totsy. So
Okay.
I always had my foot in some type of hospitality industry. And when Caesar came about building the brick and mortar for Osaka, he was just like, hey, I would love for you to be a part of this venture. I'll just use you for 3 months and, just kind of get me started. We'll go from there. And I'm going on, I think, my
Seventh
sixth year.
Yeah.
Fifth, sixth year,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Well, if that
now,
opened in 19, yeah, we're in
Yeah.
the fifth going on sixth year.
yeah.
And here we're on, I think, like the fourth or fifth month
Yeah,
already. You guys
I think
opened in
we're
April.
fifth month.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And how's it been going? People finding it? Because it
People
seems.
are finding it
Yep.
through word of mouth, through marketing.
I've seen great reviews. I know.
Yeah,
Yes.
on
the
we
media's been
Yes.
have
about
this
it.
little group that I
Our
help
group as
run
well.
called Let's Eat South Florida, and about 163,000 and change now. And yeah, I have seen a couple of glowing reviews come in from people who've been in here and blown away
Yeah.
by the level of.
I'm
the
blown
cuisine.
away to see those people blown away.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing. Like for those who don't work in a restaurant industry, like there's a lot that goes into it. So to finally have like, a physical menu and see guests come in and enjoy the food, and the food that, Raheem and Chef Monica put together is just
Now, Chef
insane.
Monica is here today, and I had never met her before,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
I know Raheem from a way back from when Q first opened, and he was, I guess, working there with Chef Michael Lewis, the original, executive chef there, and then Raheem stepped in and took over his position when
Mhm.
Michael left, and but I've never met Monica, but it seems like they're the dream team, and they're in here.
I like to think so.
Yeah, and again, if you've never been out here, it's at 2035 Harrison Street, downtown Fort Lauderdale. There's plenty.
Downtown Hollywood.
Oh, what did I say?
Well, we've been in Fort Lauderdale.
It's
So
a
down,
double header
it's
today, and I
downtown
get a
Hollywood,
little old.
and you guys
Downtown Hollywood.
you do take reservations? Because I remember the last time when
We
I was
do.
here, I
We
was
do.
talking about we love the place. You're like, tell people, please, we could use
need
more
yeah.
reservations.
Yeah, we
and
could.
I was like, oh,
We
okay.
could. It's a tough month. Summer's here. It is hot. I mean, listen, who wants to go outside right now? It's really hot.
Yeah, but when
But
you
yeah.
come in here,
But when you come in here, listen, I'm working with a long
Yeah,
sleeve,
like long sleeves.
literally.
it's like cool by the pool. It is cool by the bar here. It's a very
Yeah.
sleek design,
Yeah, it's
lots
amazing.
of brights,
Thank you.
whites,
Yes.
Build
and,
out's fantastic.
the kind of blues, and very soothing environment.
It's very
They got
well
the
lit, like
seafaring
I'm always
thing.
woken up when I walk in here.
Yes.
Really good AC system. I know a lot of restaurants that, because it's a new build out. No, and this is an
No,
issue
that's a
now.
big
I seem
deal,
to
though.
go
That's a
out
big
a
deal.
lot now, and
She's
places
laughing. That's a
have
big deal.
the
It is,
older,
no.
I call it the groaning AC, where like when the place gets crowded and like all of a sudden I start I feel like I'm sitting in a sauna. I start schwitzing. That's
Yeah. And
Yiddish
who
for
wants
sweat.
to eat when you're hot? It's
Yeah.
like the worst.
No, here it's cool, and you've got, like you said, these months, yeah, it's a little bit challenging. Not only is it summertime and all those snowbirds and seasonal guests are gone, but it's back to school this week. So families are now preoccupied, and they've been doing that. However, into the fray, you guys have all kinds of promotions and
Yep.
deals going on.
Yep.
We do. So right now we have an awesome oyster month. I guess it was Oyster Day on August 5th, but we're
It
doing
was.
an oyster month all month long,
Nice.
which includes 6 raw oysters, chef selection,
And these are the
a
premium
house.
ones from like Northern Waters.
We're doing James River.
Okay. Yeah.
James River with those, and then you get a house spirit with your choice of mixer.
Okay. And that's
$20.
6 a half dozen oysters on the half
And a
shell
drink.
and a cocktail for 20
bucks
That
all
seems
month
like
long.
a pretty square deal to me.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's a great happy hour deal. It's a great dinner special. I mean,
And that's
Right.
because you guys are open Wednesday through Sunday, right? So that's
Wednesday
every
through
day?
Sunday. Yeah,
Right.
every day until the
Opening
end of the month.
hours are Wednesday through Sunday, 5 p.m. till usually 10 p.m. Maybe a
10.
little later.
We
on
are
Friday.
closing earlier on Sundays at 9:00.
Okay,
But we're gearing up. Hopefully soon we'll be launching a brunch.
that's
Nice.
all
Which will be
good.
exciting. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And you mentioned the amount of time and effort that the kitchen puts in, and so even though the the service hours are 5 to 10, 5 to 9,
Mhm.
they are in here all day prepping.
You know, I got here at
and-
3.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, maybe too early. I'm like, no, they're always there when I get there. I
No,
got here
yeah,
at 3.
yeah.
They had been here.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
Chef Dossie, Chef Monica were like chopping things up.
Yeah.
Elisa was doing her thing. The staff was already doing. I'm like,
Yeah.
how you guys just live here? Like that's
Yes.
crazy.
Yes,
I
they
do.
basically do.
Actually, I do. Yes. I
Between
do.
Yeah, the
At least 6
inventory,
days a week.
the prep work, the
Yeah,
cleanup work.
I mean we have staff here from 8 a.m. and then I'm usually the last to leave. Make sure everything's ready for the next day. But yeah, I mean we have
Oh,
people
wow.
prepping from 9 a.m. Then people come in at anywhere from 2 to 3 to get ready for dinner service. So it's
It's
Yeah.
a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
Not so many tears. There's
No
you know,
tears.
no tears. I mean,
Sometimes.
yeah.
The sweat can be confused for tears.
yes, that's very
so,
true.
and the oyster special, I should mention, it's
Yeah.
available all day, no matter where you're sitting.
No matter where you're
good
sitting.
at-
Oh, really?
You
Absolutely.
could be at
Oh,
the
wow.
dining room, at a table. You could be at the bar.
Chef's counter.
Look at this. They make them so
Absolutely.
pretty.
Isn't that beautiful?
They're
These are
very
fantastic.
pretty. And
So-
those James River, they look like they've upped their game there with some of the
Yeah, so I
farming
think,
techniques. So,
I think.
Oh yeah, those are definitely the James River. That might be a little bit.
So
of
I
the,
think we
Outback.
actually, you
Yeah.
guys got a little lucky.
They
We
got
were
a little
playing
bonus.
around with
Yeah.
we were playing around with a seafood tower that we're hoping to launch very, very shortly.
Right.
So I think you guys might have gotten lucky and got some West Coast
We
oysters
got
in
the
there.
bonus ones. Yeah, there's the
Yeah, for
the
sure.
Kumamotos,
Exactly.
the
And
Malpegs.
Shigoku.
I'm an oyster snob.
Please
I like them
enjoy.
all. But before we get, and I love the way they're decorated with those
Yeah,
pretty
they're
little
So,
edible
so that's
flowers.
what we're gonna do is to differentiate from East
Nice.
or West Coast.
Ah.
It'll be a different
Oh,
flower.
nice.
How
Wow.
cute, right?
That's
That's
smart.
good. That's
you guys
a
are really
good-
good about that
That's
stuff.
a good
Yeah.
code system.
I mean, we think of every detail.
Nice. And besides that, another thing, what I love during summertime, raw bar stuff and
Yep.
stuff that's kind
Yeah.
of chilled.
Yeah.
You know, when you're chilling, have a little chilled seafood. We got the classic shrimp cocktail there, which now we're going to part 2 of your specials and promotions, which is the daily happy hour. And that's at the
Yes.
bar only, but it's from 5 to 7. And that is not just a deal. I call it a steal because some of the dishes here, and I've
It
been
really
in here
is.
a couple of times, and I just run the whole menu. And it's great value because
You know what? Most people do.
I was
yeah,
gonna say.
Most people
Why
do.
wouldn't you
just
Absolutely.
say run it. Give me
Yes.
one of everything. And
Literally everything.
and
And
then
every.
it's like you come with a couple, you have one of everything, and it's like you've had a full dinner, and it's an incredible value.
yeah, for sure.
You got the broiled oyster, the cauliflower, that beautiful dish that has the blue cheese on it, and the hot spicy
The
butter,
chili butter. Yeah.
chili
The
butter.
fried
Yeah.
chicken, which is good as any fried chicken we've ever had, is $7.
$7
For one piece.
It's
Yeah.
a smaller portion,
Yeah, but
but
it's
you know
nice.
you get 2 of those, and
so
it's a
worth
great
it.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't even use utensils. Like I have
go for
no
it.
self, and I just go in there right with my
Woman
claws.
after my
and,
own heart, Lubie.
I mean,
I
listen.
don't-
And I also
it's-
don't share.
It's very.
Oh, you don't.
I
share.
don't share,
Oh,
and
see,
it's
that's-
a
I
really
like
big
sharing.
it's a really big
It is
thing
for your
in
husband.
my world. My husband knows that we don't share.
I
Oh,
go-
really?
Yes.
I also go what they call Viking style, which is no utensils. You just tear
Yeah, I
things up.
mean, why
Finger
not?
food. I mean, these things.
Literally
You
finger
know,
food.
I did it earlier today. We were at a place called Batch New Southern Kitchen up in Fort Lauderdale, which is why Fort Lauderdale was on the brain. We're in Hollywood now. I know that. I'm still in
It's
control of my
bustling
faculties.
It's
metropolis,
okay.
But I did a first today, which was number one. Well, stuffing a whole orange in my mouth because that's what I do sometimes. Is
Okay.
they call it the Mayo one bite. Except the owner there was taking kind of sadistic delight in making me do, well, very strange things. But then I ate with my hands. They had a banana pudding. But this is a very classy
you're not doing that here.
establishment,
I'm
and
sorry.
I'm not
Yes.
I
going
won't
to
let
do
you.
that. I will
I mean,
eat.
be yourself.
In the
There is
presence
no
of a
judgment
lady,
here
I will
at all.
eat one of these
Please.
oysters with
There
my
is. I
hands.
will
Please,
judge
please,
you. You don't
please.
have to judge
And
him. I will
those
judge
and those flowers are edible. So
Yes.
yes.
Which is the way it's supposed to be, and that's what like Chef Raheem and Monica. They come from that classic, fine dining where
Yes.
the rule of thumb is anything that's on the plate should be edible. So I've got this
100%.
beautiful little flower, and I'm just going to suck it down. I put some of the mignonette on it. You've
Yes.
got the trio of sauces for the oysters
Yes,
here.
so we have the mango habanero, the non-prick
Ooh.
mignonette, and then we have a horseradish cocktail sauce.
I
So
love
it's got a nice kick to it.
that nam prick, which is a was that Thai? It's a Thai flavor, little fish sauce in there
Mhm.
with the mignonette.
Exactly.
It gives it that little extra zing and a little twist that you don't ordinarily find. And I tell you what, Lisa, for somebody who said, "Don't ask me about food. I don't know anything about food," you rattled off those three sauces
Yeah, for sure.
like you were angling
Yeah,
from
yeah.
my former
Well, I
job.
mean, I can't break down a recipe into everything, but
No, but you
Yeah.
you
know
certainly
your
have
thing.
a good handle.
I was about to
on-
ask, what is that sauce? And you're like, this is the mango habanero. I'm like,
Yeah.
Sorry, ma'am. My bad.
Now, that oyster I had was delicious.
Yeah,
I'm
this
gonna
is
go
fantastic.
in. Again, it's light, refreshing. You get 6 of these. These are the St. James one, which comes from a nice source in Virginia.
Wait, that was really meaty.
Yeah.
Like, this
And,
was the smaller ones usually aren't like that.
that
was
was
a really nice
you got
oyster.
lucky with the West
I know,
Coast
they're
oyster
not-
there. Yeah,
They,
I
they may
think
not
that-
get these oysters.
they're not. Yeah.
Now I'm going in for the
Soon.
mango habanero next time. And
Yes.
I've gone a little oyster crazy this week because we held an event for the first time in conjunction with our friends at Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival up at Even Keel Fish Shack, which is up in Lauderdale by the sea.
Okay.
They do a really nice job as well. And we did a like all you can eat oyster festival along with all you can drink bubbly.
Wow.
We learned a couple of lessons, which is that if you have a crowd of 100 people and you tell them you can eat all the oysters you want,
They're going to.
2,000 might not be enough.
I you know what?
Whenever
I
we do something
totally
here, just
agree
let
with
you know.
that statement. We did a broiled oysters when we did the savor event, right?
Yeah.
Thank
The
God,
food
that
and
mango-
wine. And we did broiled oysters, and we took
Around
I
10
think
minutes.
like 4 cases, and we ran out
Jesus.
like halfway
yeah.
through.
Oh God.
So
If you give people high quality product,
yeah,
they will eat
for
it.
sure.
Yeah, 'cause
Man.
You
I
serve
told-
it, they will come.
I told
Yeah.
him like it's summer, maybe oysters isn't the, who knows? And it's like, no, it was a great idea.
No, I feel like I mean it's
pound
got to
it.
be refreshing.
Next
you
year, we
know?
might cut it with a little coleslaw,
There
some
you
mac
go.
and cheese, break it up, fill them up a little bit.
God.
I don't think I've had the mango habanero sauce
Oh,
yet.
it's so
And
good.
now I'm saying, where has it been all my life? That is fantastic.
Right here at J&C and Oyster, located at 2035 Harrison Street,
There you
Hollywood,
go.
Florida.
She's a natural there,
Thank you.
Lubie.
I told you you need to have her on.
It's good.
You put up with me every time we come here.
You think we're ready to take our first break before we
course.
get into the next component? Actually, we'll kind of blend it in with the live spot. I mentioned Visit Lauderdale Food
Yeah.
Wine Festival.
Well, I love that they're involved with the Dine Out Lauderdale.
Yeah.
We did the event with them, but they have events throughout the year besides the big festival in January. And they are also big contributors, organizers of the Visit Lauderdale Dine Out program. It's called Dine Out Lauderdale. It's ongoing for the whole month of August and September. And I'm proud to say that J&C Oyster is one of the 180 plus restaurants and eateries
Yeah.
taking part with all kinds of great deals, multi-course menus, specials. And in your case, you got what, 2 different menu
We have
options?
2 prefix menus plus an additional pairing menu,
Oh,
drink
this is-
pairing
oh, wow.
menu. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
That's
you got the
strange.
option for the $55 menu or a $75 menu. The $75 menu, you say, oh, well, that's a premium, but you get like the whole run of all their greatest hits here. And
For sure.
these are really, again, standout dishes besides the, that fried chicken. They got the Thai crab curry, which is one of my best dishes
Isn't
I've
that
eaten
so
anywhere
good?
this year. It is in my definitely top 3 of
Funny
anything
enough,
I've eaten this
I'm
year.
not a seafood eater, and Chef Monica and Raheem totally changed my outlook on eating
Okay.
Yeah.
seafood.
I was like, you have to
If something
try
is
it.
delicious,
Yeah.
it's delicious. And that crab dish,
100%.
unbelievable, the flavors that they have with that kind of curry, lemongrass, and they have that fried basil on top and some of that jasmine rice on the side, and scoop it all up, mix it together, and you got like just it's really good. So
you want a job, Mike? I'm hiring.
Sometimes I do.
He consults.
Yeah, right. Awesome. I love it.
So J&C, come on in. I guess this dine out menu is available every night, or just
dine
Wednesday?
out menu is available all night long until the end of September.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So including Friday and Saturday nights, the premium nights.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Because some places exclude
really?
the weekend nights, but here
I mean, they have happy hour on a Saturday.
available.
Yeah, I on Sunday.
And they have the wine or sake pairings with it, which is also well worthwhile. Look at that. They keep dropping more raw bar
I don't think
stuff.
we asked for this, but I will take it.
That looks like king crab leg.
It is king crab.
Oh, man, that is calling my name.
Yeah.
All right, let's take our first break. Oh,
Yes,
again,
sir.
dineoutlauderdale.com is the website for the comprehensive list of all the participating restaurants. Dineoutlauderdale.com. Go enjoy, taste the wonders of the greater Fort Lauderdale food scene today. And you should probably start right here in downtown Hollywood, Mike. It's Hollywood.
Yes.
Hooray for Hollywood.
A place
Hooray
we
for
love,
Hollywood.
a place that has been around a long time, and a place that J&C Oysters is taking to another level. Elisa will join us next for more of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox here at J&C Oyster in Hollywood.
One of the best restaurants in Broward, J&C Oyster in downtown Hollywood. At 2035 Harrison Street, this place is fantastic and worth a drive. It's got creative, cutting-edge seafood and more with an Asian twist and gorgeous cocktails. Chefs Raheem Seeley and Monica Dominguez cut their teeth at some of Miami's best restaurants. Don't miss some of these fantastic dishes, including grilled oysters, fried chicken, and the Thai red curry crab. Open Wednesday through Sunday for dinner with daily happy hour and outdoor seating. Go to jncoyster.com for reservations and information. Tell them Mike Mayo's Lunchbox sent you. When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks, just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks, they're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Best restaurants in South Florida? Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First-class dining, top-flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef-founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good, with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner. Reservations recommended. For a special occasion or any occasion, Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. If you're looking for an exquisite sushi experience, Kaizen Sushi Bar and Grill in Fort Lauderdale is the place to go. 5640 North Federal Highway, just north of Commercial Boulevard. Chef owner Hui Lam, he's a sushi savant, slicing and serving pristine fish and seafood flown in directly from Japan and around the world. Nigiri, sashimi, special rolls, and omakase dinners. He's ruined me from going anywhere else. It's that good. Open 7 days for dinner and also for lunch. Even if you're not a sushi fan, they have great cooked options, including steaks, chops, rice and noodles, and other Japanese dishes. It's fantastic. For reservations and information, go to kaizenflorida.com. Tell them Mike Mayo and the Lunchbox sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk, and soon in Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays with their $4 premium tacos, including their new burrito tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo and the Lunchbox sent you.
All right, we're back on the Lunchbox. We're at J&C Oyster, 2035 Harrison Street in downtown Hollywood. Oh, am I here? Yeah, I am here. I'm a local. I lived a little bit in Hollywood, and I'm right next door in Dania. And it is really a pleasure to have something on this level, right?
Yeah.
In this block, which is poised for a resurgence. Elisa has stepped away, I think, probably to get
staff
meeting, cocktails. We're enjoying our raw bar items, but it's fascinating to me that she was, in the biz all through college to kind of put herself through it. And then she actually worked at one of this street's famous places, Lola's, which was a longtime mainstay here, probably about 25 years ago. It had probably I'd say about 15-year run from the 90s to like the early O's, the early aughts. But the fact is, this block, it's had ups and downs. There's been some great places on this block, including Sushi Blues was here for a long time at one point, and Lola's. And now it looks like it's going a little bit of a cyclical resurgence, because it seems I see a lot of places that are poised to open down here in the next few months before the next, high season gets here. I see a couple other places that have just recently opened in the last few months, along with J&C Oyster. And I think that's a good thing, because the whole rising tide lifts all boats thing, when you get a kind of a restaurant row, and it attracts a buzz, and people come on out, and they'll kind of go and graze around and check them out. One restaurant one week, another restaurant another week, and that's hopefully the vibe. Do you know about what's going to be going on this block?
I know
Is it coming back?
a little bit about across the street, the Common Room, same owner as the Social Room, Eric.
Yeah, Eric Douglas from the Bowl Hospitality out at also have places at the Hard Rock. He's a good young up and comer
for sure. So he's doing something really cool there. I'm very eager to see what he does. And then I just know of the one across the street being a cafe.
I think the corner one I saw when we had Mayor Josh Levy of Hollywood on the last episode here. He was saying that he was in there, and it's going to be like French kind of cafe, brasserie, but a French accented place, which after the Paris Olympics, why not? People seem to have fallen in love with France again.
Yes.
And but again, I'm just looking forward to getting some activity on this block. They've got plenty of the metered parking on the streets and on the side street on Dixie Highway.
All along Dixie Highway.
Yeah, the railroad tracks is the play if you're looking for a easy, convenient parking spot, along with the garages. In
a lot of new
distance.
apartment buildings going up too. So if you need somewhere to live,
I might be in line for one of those, because I'm tired of my flood damaged property.
Well,
but
then don't.
I'll be putting it on the market soon. I might rent a place for a year and kind of see what it's like to live that carefree renting lifestyle for a year.
I am a homeowner, so
home moaner is the key, because there's a lot of moaning when you get all those bills, the insurance premium.
Yeah, I have my husband take care of all
that. Lubie's got a wife that's but he was telling me some of his sob stories. But there's no time for sob stories when we've got our oyster and cocktail special. Salud. We're going to raise a happy hour glass and say,
we lost the lime.
Salud, l'chaim, chin chin, and chantani. We'll do all of it. I got my G&T, my gin and tonic. That's part of the $20 special.
Yeah, so I ended up just ordering myself a albareño, a nice $7 wine for happy hour.
Jeez, that sounds like a plan. And I haven't had a straight up G&T in a while. Because a lot of these cocktail programs now and the mixologists, like you have here, they get a little fancy schmancy. They have tweezers. They got sprigs of different herbs, and they have Saint Germain. I don't even know what Saint Germain is, but it sounds classy. But on a hot summer day, give me a straight G&T with a little wedge of lime, and I think that's a classic.
I do.
Well, this is a woman
I
after
do
my wife's heart, because white wine is her go-to when it's a nice hot day.
White wine is for sure my go-to as well.
Yeah. That's she's filling the role of Defoe capably, our co-host, who
he loves himself some
he couldn't make it to the afternoon outing,
so
but
let's cheers.
He is
to
a
him.
white
From a
wine
Chardonnay.
drinker, sipper, chugger. But
it's a good summer
I'll go back
refresher,
to the G&T well. I also have to sing the praises. So I dug into this Alaskan king crab, and you have that in is it a special? Yeah, king crab. You have a market price king crab raw bar thing. Yeah, I'm good.
It couldn't get any easier.
And what I love is that, it's
ridiculous.
like it's a aioli. I'm going to say they call it yuzu kosho mayo, and it's kind of like a garlic, but it's got a little pop. It's really creamy and rich. And what I love about these sauces is, it comes with certain dishes, but I mix and match everything. And I dunked the shrimp cocktail in that yuzu kosho mayo.
Why not?
It was great.
Yeah.
And I've gotten a little bit more adventurous in my old age. I mean, I love a straight up cocktail sauce. It's classic, but call me crazy, but this mango habanero sauce, I dunked that on the
very,
shrimp.
very bold, delicious flavors.
With apologies to Frank's hot sauce, I think we can just steal their slogan, because this mango habanero, I would put this stuff on everything.
There you go.
Oh my God!
You hear that, Raheem?
Yeah, you take notes from Mayo.
Yeah. Man, that stuff pops.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so good. And one of the ways that I know a chef is really talented is when they take ingredients that I don't ordinarily like and somehow whip it into a concoction where I just can't.
Right.
Like I'm going to just slurp it. I'm not the world's biggest mango fan, but that mango habanero sauce.
Yeah.
Again, I am addicted to it. And instead of a mayo
bring
bite,
it closer.
No, we're going to go. It's going to get a little ugly
shy.
here. I might start slurping it.
Be more shy, please.
I'm going to just start eating it straight.
Oh, wow.
So whether it's a men or women, at least he's equal opportunity gross. I give him credit.
Yeah.
That's so good.
He doesn't care who the heck's next to him.
As good as that is, because it does have a good kick, for my last oyster, I think I'm going to go with that non-prick mignonette.
Nice
the mignonette was really nice.
Because I think that brightens and enhances the oyster just as the way God intended oysters to be eaten.
Supposed to be, yeah.
And again, got the little pretty flower on it here, folks.
Okay, so you're here daily.
I'm here
too
daily.
many days. You came from the world of graphic design.
Yes.
And you're still here.
I'm still here. Still designing, too.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Oh, good for you. I'm sure your husband loves that. So, what are some of the things that you talked about? Brunch is coming, right?
Brunch
I know you were literally in the break when we're having your staff meeting.
And had a pre-shift, yeah.
So we appreciate you come back to join us in the middle of doing your job.
Yes.
What are some of the other things? I know you were with Osaka when it was from what it was to what it is.
Yeah.
He roped you into joining this.
Yeah.
Which is connected to Osaka. So what are some of the other things we have to look forward to here?
So here, let me see. Well, the brunch, we're definitely working on that. We're working on also finally completing our seafood tower that many people have been asking for. I personally would love to create an oyster and bubbles night.
Okay.
Right?
We just had an oyster and bubbles event, and I think it's one of those classic pairings that you could do
hand in
anytime.
hand. Yeah. Absolutely. We have so many amazing cocktail pairings to go with oysters. We have a sake that's specifically meant to be paired with oysters. So why not take advantage of that and really give the people what they want? And what do they want? They want oysters.
Yes. And I'm going to be generous. And I don't know if Luke wants this last. No. I mean, we can have Courtney have it. We could have, it's.
Courtney, would you like an oyster?
No.
Yeah, Courtney's from the great agency that Kip Hunter runs. Kip can't be here today, so we got Courtney filling in. And look what just hit the table. This is
a dish we adore.
This is a dish we adore. It is well, we're not calling it clam chowder fries because this is like a sofrito butter
Yeah, it's
clams
not
and
clam chowder
fries.
Yes.
Now, there might be a little bit of controversy. There's no controversy.
No, they're friends. I mean,
Raheem
they work with
and
one
Chef
another.
Timon Ballou, who is at the Catherine, downtown Fort Lauderdale now. Chef Timon says he made a clam chowder fry dish that has actually been on some other menus around the country.
it's not-
So, like
Okay.
in hospitality, there's no theft. There's only
Inspiration.
flattery,
It's homage,
inspiration,
yeah, paying homage.
Yeah.
and everybody puts their own spin on things.
100%.
So,
Especially since Raheem and Timon work together, and I know that they're friends.
all right,
and
sugar cane.
Raheem
right?
talked about how Timon's a guy that was sort of a mentor in a way. I think they're close in age, so I don't know if he's that much, but a guy that he definitely took a lot from. So I appreciate actually when different restaurants sort of look at a dish somewhere else that they like and
Pay
do their
to
own
it.
spin.
Say
to
I
it.
like
Yeah.
that, but I'm
'Cause
going to
this is
turn
not the
it
same thing. This is very
from New
different
England
what they do,
clam chowder into a sofrito butter,
which I think is sick
and
in a good way, like
I
really
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, no,
Right. Yeah.
she's hip to the lingo there.
No, I'm
Lubie.
talking about them. I
yeah.
figured she understood.
Oh,
Well,
our
I'm,
audience,
I'm
yeah.
starting not to understand the lingo
Oh,
these
well,
days.
the
So
9-year-olds with
And
Riz and all that
You
stuff.
can
yeah.
take these fries and just dunk them in the butter.
yeah, this
Swept
specific
down.
dish is really hard to take off the table just because of that sofrito butter.
Oh my
Now I was
God.
gonna say I would
Did
be
you
the one.
taste
No,
this yet?
no,
yeah,
I will. I will.
You got
people,
taste
I would be the one to be like, no, leave it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's
Go.
a really good one, and then the
Oh, wait.
fries are
Ooh,
just
fries are
a
great.
perfect match.
It's crunchy and crispy and hot right out of the fryer. And we've got more stuff here. Oh, this is the burrata, which
burrata.
I
We
haven't
haven't
had
had that yet.
And
And then we have silverware.
you're
right
using
here,
the
guys.
bread. I think this is from the Uni Bakery.
I think that was a hint
or
for you,
Ori
man.
Bake-
Ori
Ori.
Bakery,
And
yes.
that's been the whole rage of the 305. They have the milk bread. This looks like their sourdough bread.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Good stuff.
good stuff. Nothing but the finest quality here.
Yes.
And did you have a chance, Lubie? I'm going to stop the show until you slurp down some of
Oh,
that sofrito
You don't have to
butter
ask me twice.
because
freaking
as good as that, like the red curry crab sauce
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
unbelievably good. This is on an equal level,
Oh my god.
yeah.
and it's one of the things that make Chef Raheem and Monica so special. The fact that their sauces,
Yeah, I
are,
was gonna say the sauces are
it
ridiculous.
just elevates what's already
It's
really
all about
good
the
quality.
sauce.
It
I've
really is.
learned that
That's interesting.
through mentoring from my brother Caesar that it's all about the sauce.
Yeah,
And even my sister-in-law Annie, she is a sauce girl, and now I see why. So it really is all about the sauce.
Mhm. These classically trained chefs,
Yes.
they really know how to whip up something that's a winner, that is well balanced and manages to enhance the protein or whatever the featured ingredient in the dish is instead of overwhelming
I was
it.
gonna say it doesn't overwhelm it. Like you still
Right.
taste the shrimp, which are really nice shrimp. You take the oyster, but it also just brings it to another level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It enhances what you're eating.
It takes it to like another place.
Yeah,
Like, it's
for sure.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
no, I think it's Raheem and Monica, they're keepers.
Nah, I wouldn't get rid of
I
them anytime
agree.
soon.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Now,
Yeah.
is Chef Monica shy, camera shy? Because I was like saying, "Oh, you're in. Have them
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
on the show and sitting down and chatting with us a
Yeah,
bit." And
she is shy.
she seemed to like she went running right into the pantry.
You know what? I think I don't even know if I think she left.
Oh, did she leave? Yeah.
She like ran away.
Smart
she was so scared
woman.
of me.
No, she's got a flight to catch tomorrow.
Okay.
so-
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
we've got Elisa here, and of course, Chef Dasi is always
great.
running
George
the
Dassi's
show
great.
here, and he has worked
Yes.
with both Raheem and Monica a long time,
Yeah.
and he knows how to execute the dishes perfectly. So, yeah, you got yourselves a good crew in place here.
I think so too. Yeah. Even the front of the house team is amazing.
Yeah, and so I guess the reception from people, anybody who knows food,
Mhm.
call yourself a foodie like me, is blown away by the flavors, and all the menu is perfect. Like I read this menu, I say I could have one of everything. That would probably be a little too much.
Right.
You could kind of come back week after week and
But
have like
then
4 or
that's why
5
this
different dishes.
dine-out menu
Yeah.
is perfect,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Because you get 2 options of 2 menus to have I don't want to say a basic version because nothing here is basic. But in 2 elevated menus to choose from where it's smaller portions, but we'll give you the opportunity to kind of sample a little bit of our best hits
Yeah, it's like a greatest hits list, which
Yeah.
is a good way to get into this whole menu.
for sure.
Other ways to come with a kind of big group, 4 or 5 people.
And
Not Elisa.
not
Because she's
Elisa
not a
because she doesn't
sharer.
share.
I don't share. Well, no. Well, listen, if we talk that we're going
If
to
there's a
share
plan,
prior,
you will share. Okay.
then we will share.
I think this
I mean, I
menu.
think that's fair.
I'm not mad at it because my wife has ordered me since our second date. Everything's shared. So
Right.
I'm just
I'm
assuming
quite the
every meal is
opposite.
shared.
Yeah, I'm quite the opposite.
I
Huh?
think the way this menu is designed, it's like small and large plates,
Yes.
but I think it is best
Oh,
eaten
this is
in
for
a
sure a shareable.
communal,
100%.
where everybody, as long as nobody, is germophobic or risk averse, or like I like going with a group, and like when I was the food critic at the Sun Sentinel, I had a group of people, a rotating cast of characters that I would take with me on these review meals, because I would always take like 4 or 5 people because I wanted to get a
Try
lot of
different
different
stuff.
dishes.
Of course.
And I called it Bite Club.
Oh, that's cute.
The first
Really?
rule of Bite Club is we don't talk about Bite
Oh.
Club.
Yeah, because then you're judging other people and people look down on you.
We don't tell them what we're doing.
Okay.
I try to, wear a disguise and a hat and
Oh, did
funny
you really?
glasses.
You
and
really did?
sometimes.
I feel like you did.
I tried to be as unobtrusive as possible. I always came in last with my head down. Everybody else got seated. But the other thing is prepare to eat a lot of food. We're going to order everything.
Yeah.
And everything is going to be shared. And like, there is no getting one plate. Sometimes if a restaurant had like full entrees, each person could get their own entree. But my rule of thumb was prepare to get forked, because my fork would
going
be
into that
in
entree.
other
Going
people's
right in.
dishes. But this place, it has that communal vibe.
Yep.
It seems
For
like
sure.
a place where, and I remember my first time in here, in the opening weeks, I came with some friends from Hollywood who former colleagues at the Sun Sentinel. We sit down at a table. There's 4 of us. And at the next table was the food writer from the Miami Herald.
Oh, I remember
Connie,
that. Yeah.
Connie's great.
And
Ogle.
Connie Ogle. And we started, chumming it up. And then we were, exchanging some bites because we saw some things that they ate.
Well, she's a woman after your own heart. Like she'll go to other tables. And
I would never do that.
Yeah, Connie is, because we've done shows with Connie. He and Connie are just taking each. I'm like,
That's
what is going
amazing.
on?
I would never do
The
that.
point being, be adventurous here.
Yes.
And,
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I mean, when
yes,
you're
for
here,
sure.
be a
And,
waste.
No, this menu is meant to be shared
and the nice part is you can come back week after week and
have different
really
stuff.
not have the same thing twice. Even if you come back every week for a month,
yeah.
you could basically, I haven't counted it, but it looks like there's about 30 something different menu items. And it's all fantastic. So we're here. J&C Oyster, again, come check it out for yourself. I don't give praise out,
Enough,
randomly.
actually.
Yeah. When I get excited about a place and I say this is one of the best in town in this year,
And there's
You
a
mean
reason.
it.
There's a
I
reason.
mean it.
That's
and
awesome. What
yeah,
an honor.
these people, they know what they're doing.
I don't think we've
so-
repeated a dish. Actually, this is our 3rd time here, and every dish has like the flavors stay with you. Like,
Yeah.
I remember the Thai crab curry the first time we were here, the crab and noodles the second time we were here, and I'm never gonna forget these, like the tastes and the sauces. Each sauce that usually are quote unquote a throw in a lot of places
Right.
are very well thought out, very specific, and the taste. Each bite is a taste. You're like, oh no, that bite's gone. You're sad.
Yep.
And that's now 3 different times we've come and we've had an array of dishes. You guys fill the table up every time, and we haven't had to repeat a dish. So it's actually impressive. And again, Hollywood, it's funny you were talking about Hollywood. When I was growing up, this is the only place we went to the beach. My mom, this is where we went to the beach, Hollywood Beach, all the time. And it's an area I grew up loving, and it's an area I've sort of gone away from. And I'm glad Osaka and J&C and a lot of places are coming in to bring this area back.
Yeah, no, for sure. I always say I feel like we're here ahead of the time, right? Because we have all these beautiful places and condos going up, and it can only go up from here, right?
Yep. And the more dense the population, people always got to eat. They
Yep.
can't
People
do that
always
via
have
drive
to
for
Zoom.
minutes.
eat. Yeah.
And I say, don't do it by Uber Eats. Are you guys on any of the delivery apps or?
Maybe soon.
Oh, okay.
TBD.
Well, people want convenience now.
They do.
I'm old.
and
Yeah.
old school. And
I
I,
am
if you,
too.
I think it's best you get the food at its peak, flavor and temperature when you are sitting at the restaurant at a table,
Yes.
and make it a sociable affair. Bring friends, have a nice
100%.
night, conversation, all that. Hey, we got to take another break, and then we'll come back and I'll sample some of this great looking burrata salad.
Yes, that's a good
And
one.
more. Oh, and we got
and
the beef
steak
tartare.
The steak tartare
Steak
just
tartare
arrived.
is hitting the table, and that's on the milk bread
Oh,
from
yes.
the Ori Bakery.
Oh,
We'll get those.
Yeah,
There we go.
silverware.
Get the
What is it,
utensils out of the way
Look
so
at that.
people can see it at
That's
So
home.
beautiful.
It
Isn't
looks like a
Holy
bathed in a shower of, is it a Parmesan cheese
Yes.
bath?
You saw
Oh
it,
my
yeah.
God. You know how I feel about
Oh my God.
my cheese showers.
Oh my God.
Just
Are
put
you
me
a
under
cheesy
a grater
guy?
and I'll open my
Yeah.
I'm
mouth
thinking
and
There
all
you
just,
my
go.
restraint. A Parmesan cheese grated
that's
bath
going
is
to be
like my
good
favorite
stuff.
thing.
Yes, we're going to be up to the cheese and beef portion
Yes.
of the show on the lunchbox after these words. A little further inland, Luke's Seafood and Grill. That's Luke's with a C, 5511 South University Drive in Davie. Luke and Roxy, they're a great couple with great food. It's a mom and pop shop bringing the freshest fish and seafood to Western Broward. Some of the best jambalaya and fish cakes around. And Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? You can find his famous Scoobies, those sauteed crab claws, right there on the specials board most days. Oh, so good. So take a trip to University just north of Sterling today. Lunch, dinner closed on Mondays. Tell them Mike Mayo's Lunchbox sent you. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. Do you like burgers? Do you like wings? Do you like late night food and sports on big screen TVs and cold beer and friendly vibe and great people? Then you want to check out Shenanigans, 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Go to Shenanigans, you get yourself all the good stuff, the fresh fish every day, the black and grilled wings, and of course the kitchens are open late. Go there, tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. From a scratch kitchen, delicious drinks and house-made spirits from a craft bar. A great vibe inside and out with a spacious patio. I'm talking about Batch New Southern Kitchen and Tap, Fort Lauderdale, in the heart of the city at 525 North Federal Highway. It's open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch with classics like fried chicken and waffles and shrimp and grits, and creative items like pecan-crusted salmon and a fried green tomato BLT. And the drinks? Smooth sipping and so good. There's convenient free parking and a garage next door, happy hour at the bar, an entire patio, 4 to 7 Monday to Friday, and live music every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's pet and people friendly and with cozy fire pits for when the temperature dips. For reservations and more information, go to batchsouthernkitchen.com. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, and also now with a new location on Las Olas Boulevard. Those are my spots. Upscale food and a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Yeah, good.
Prezzo Italian Restaurants, 2 locations, Boca Raton at Park Place on Military Trail and Palm Beach Gardens in the PGA Commons on PGA Boulevard. Contemporary Italian cuisine with house-made pastas, wood-fired pizzas, salads, veal, chicken, and of course their famous focaccia bread with oven-roasted garlic bulbs. In Garlic We Trust is their slogan, and you can trust Prezzo for a great experience with gracious service and tremendous value. Open 7 days, featuring brunch, lunch, dinner, and happy hour. Great wine deals and full bar at both locations. For reservations and more information, go to eatprezzo.com.
All right, we're back on the Lunchbox Happy Hour edition, and people are starting to file in here for their happy hour again. It's every night when they're open, Wednesday through
Sunday.
Wednesday through
I got
Sunday.
you.
I'm getting a
you
little
go,
bit
good for you.
fatigued. Wednesday through Sunday, 5 to 7 p.m. at the bar. An incredible menu, also of their greatest hits. That shrimp cocktail, beautiful, plump,
Yeah, they're
succulent shrimp.
huge shrimp.
I just finished off the last one with the classic cocktail sauce. Perfect balance, a little bit of Worcestershire,
There you go.
and
I
the
could never say that
Don't
word.
say that word. So this looks ridiculous,
horseradish.
and I don't want to touch it
The six
Really?
tartare? Why?
because I
Jump
feel
in.
bad.
Why?
Like it looks.
Is it
it's
cut in
presented
half?
so
So
well.
it's already pre-sliced.
it's
Oh, nice,
pre-sliced
okay.
in
Yeah,
half.
Pre-sliced
Mayo.
for your.
And again, more flowers. 'cause
This
you guys
is-
are
Of
great at-
course.
If I ever did a
Decoration.
big bite of this,
No.
Raheem would never
I
speak
wouldn't
to me
let you.
again. Elisa probably wouldn't speak to me again.
No.
Caesar wouldn't want to know
That
me.
looks amazing.
And again, it's
Oh,
cut
it's
in
in
four.
fours.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am gonna big bite
That's
that.
amazing. Look away. The two of you, look away, please.
I want to see this reaction.
No, you
Oh
don't.
wow.
You don't want to see that.
Oh wow.
Oh no. Yeah, he does it in one bite. It's disgusting. He actually has a girlfriend too. He does have a
I
girlfriend.
see why.
And she's yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Sorry.
She's actually very classy and respectable, and she's seen out in public with him. But you
I
make a good
mean-
point. Who knows what
Listen,
that
lucky
can be
lady.
used for?
Lucky lady.
Never thought about that
Isn't
part.
that amazing? You're literally speechless
She
right
is
now.
speechless, yes. Which may be a good thing.
Could be for my comment too. Who knows? A little bit of both.
You came the closest, Elisa, to getting
You
me to
almost
do a
spit it out. A
spit take
spit take,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I don't think you've ever done a
with the
spit
big
take.
bite. This, I think, was the first time I've
Yeah,
done
she
a big
almost
bite
got you.
at such a classy
It's
establishment.
the first time, yes.
But the steak tartare.
Yeah, I'm going to
Let
try
me
it.
just
And I
read
won't be doing
the
that, so don't look
menu
at me.
description: truffle mayo,
Ooh.
the Ori Bakery milk bread, which is like a Japanese,
So good.
very
freaking
fluffy
insane.
bread,
Mm-hmm.
toasted, and that shower Parmesan cheese. I see. I assume there's capers in there or kind of stuff that he mixes up in the beef. Do you know the kind of cut? Is it a tenderloin that he just chops
I
up?
want to
And
say beef round.
it's going to be okay.
Beef
Well,
round.
this is the kind of food question that I wasn't
Yeah,
supposed
she
to
didn't.
ask.
She told you to not ask her that question.
Yeah.
So.
All right. All I'm going to say,
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's freaking great.
It's delicious. No, I mean
and that combination of the
this I will have
The
because
truffle
it is
mayo.
so
Go
good.
for it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
go for it.
cannot.
definitely,
I
and
do
it's
two of
not
you
have
should
great
definitely
with
have
everything. During the break, I was
Your friend
having
Courtney should
the
definitely have
burrata,
Yeah, Courtney, get
And
in here.
the,
It's so good.
the olive oil they use in this burrata dish, and then also has this time a sourdough bread, some of the like heirloom tomatoes, tomato confit, microgreens. Spectacular, great summer dish. Light eating.
Super
And
light.
you'll notice a lot of the stuff here, I think, with the exception of the clams with the sofrito, all cold dishes, chilled dishes. And it's that time of year where I can make a full meal out of just
love truffle mayos.
doing that. Oh,
So
man.
good,
crap.
right?
It is very
Because that's the
good.
thing. My wife loves truffle, but my problem is when they do the truffle oil, they'll like shower it in it.
It's you can over truffle.
And
for
she loves
sure.
it. She can bathe in it, and that's good for her. It's too much for me. Like I want it as, again, something that expands the
elevates
taste,
the dish,
elevates
not
it, doesn't
overpowers.
take it over. And it's
Remember the truffle fries fad, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And this, it's the opposite. Like it's just there enough, and of course,
It
just
doesn't
like Raheem and
stay
Monica would
on
do.
your tongue.
Right.
It's refined. It's
Yep.
mixed well. It's a beautiful dish.
Again, Raheem, Monica, Chef Dossie,
Yeah, Dossie does
they
great.
know what they're doing. They've worked
Dominique,
at some
I
of
mean,
the
we gotta-
Dominique.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
we
give a
gotta-
shout out
Dominique,
to
definitely.
everybody.
You
Dominique,
know the
we
staff
got
more than we do.
Freddie. I mean, we got some new guys back there that are amazing.
Hmm.
Truly blessed with the staff that we have,
Yeah. Oh,
helping us keep this consistency, right?
Yep. No, that's everything.
Yeah, it is everything. It's not easy, but
but
we're doing it.
it's the the eternal challenge of a restaurant is maintaining quality and consistency, and you guys are getting it done. And it's a real pleasure to have you in town and to me, there's three kinds of restaurants. There's restaurants that are kind of like, comfort food.
Yeah.
That you can go to with the kids, the family. This is the one that is worth a drive. It's worth a special trip. Getting in your car and spending up to a half hour to get here is well worth it because it's like when I was a critic and I would go down to Miami and go to Wynwood when it was first starting to happen and Q first opened up.
Yeah.
And you have these flavors and these incredible medley of just all kinds of ingredients and different cultures and some of the Asian influences. Yep. And it was just like, wow, I want to go back there again and again. And I guess it is family friendly here. You could bring the kids.
100%. Yeah.
But I think I would want to because I'd want to be here all day.
Yeah.
And kids can get annoying.
I had a beautiful some guests that had a 9-year-old kid that ordered king crab.
Yeah, and that's the other fear when you come with the family. Like if you have a kid with a good palate.
Right.
Like his daughter was eating sushi at the
I would never.
They're going to start ordering the king crab and a dozen oysters.
And the mom was like,
and next
okay.
thing you know,
I'm like, bring this kid back. I mean, what a palate at that age, right? I mean, it's beautiful.
For the parents that got to, pay the bill, it's not always the greatest thing. It's like, can't you just get the mac and cheese?
They just had gotten back from a Europe vacation, so I think they're good.
Just get the French fries, kid. Just get the French fries. No, that's not possible.
No, it's definitely family friendly here, but I mean, look, and we hope more people move in here, and I would be jealous of them that it's around the corner for them, but the only issue for me is that you're closed Monday, Tuesday, because like twice I've had events with my wife's family.
Yeah.
And this place would be right in their wheelhouse. And it was a friggin' Monday.
Yeah.
And it was like, so you have to celebrate your birthday on Monday because Wednesday would be great. We could go to friggin' J&C.
Oh.
But other than that, like all I hear about is how great this place is. We love this place, like I told you the last time.
Thank
and you guys, again, every time this is 3 times, every dish, we have not repeated a dish.
Yeah.
And
you
every
guys
flavor
chose really
stands out.
good ones this time for sure.
Yeah, but we've had like 12 different dishes, and every dish
I
has been a really good dish.
There are no losers.
I mean, I couldn't. I mean, Courtney, you have to try
Yeah,
it.
that's
At
for
least
her.
a little piece
Yeah, we're
of
leaving
steak
all this.
tartare. It's so good.
I'm just happy.
Even I'm floored.
I'm happy
No, it's
that
great.
this menu isn't like that. Remember the game show, The Weakest Link, where you basically
there's
have
nothing.
to vote something off the island. And I wouldn't vote any of these dishes off the island. Like
That's
everything that I've had here. And I think the only thing now left that I have not had is
We're not the lobster. I haven't had the lobster roll.
You haven't had the lobster
I
roll
haven't had
yet?
the lobster roll.
Next time?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have not had
That is a very popular one.
I've not had the mussels. Val's a big mussels fan,
think
so
we've had
we'll have
mussels.
that next time. I've not had the Chilean sea bass. That's the other
Good.
thing. But I think I've had everything else. I don't worry about the napkin. We're
Okay.
beyond that. It's
Heard.
we've already
Understood.
done
saw
big
him
bites.
inhale
I saw
food.
the
You
literally.
saw
That was
me
impressive,
at
I
my
must
worst.
say.
Well, thank you very much. It's one of my skills.
That's
What
not
can
the word I would
say?
use, but good for you.
I might
Award-winning
call
writer.
you if I ever enter a chicken wing eating
Oh, yeah,
contest
I-
or something,
Yeah,
which is
I,
actually like a dream of mine.
really.
Yeah,
Chicken wing
yeah, for
contest?
sure. I don't know why, but
Next
it
year
is.
we'll have.
Well, whenever we have a contest, we'll make sure Lisa's
Sure,
on the top of our list.
I will be a good
Except
chicken
the
wing
oysters.
eater.
You don't do the oysters.
I don't
She's
do
not
the
the
oysters. I
biggest
do.
oyster fan.
I tend to like them dressed, and I like West Coast.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Coming
good.
soon, a J&C Oyster.
Excellent. All right. All good. They're going to be here now. This is the
Yeah, they're
beginning
opening up.
of their week. So every night for the next 5 nights, you can come in and sample
You can get happy
the
hour specials and
delights.
at the bar and get the Dine Out Lauderdale menu all
Yeah.
night long.
Absolutely.
Both the gustatory and
Visit
the
us online,
drinking line. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
At J&C
Oh, yeah.
Oyster.
At J&C
Follow us
Oyster. We
online.
got that on our little crawl going
Perfect.
throughout.
And then they
Yeah.
add the half dozen oysters and a house
$20
cocktail.
for the cocktail and the half dozen
oysters.
oysters.
Yeah.
Happy hour
All
5 to
month
7
long.
at the bar. And of course, the Dine Out Lauderdale menu offerings all month long and all September long.
Yeah.
too.
Which is a great menu. Good
is.
sample menu too, for sure.
And again, just don't take my word for it. Come in here.
Now come in.
Have it
Come
yourself.
on down, people.
Oh, and by the way, I didn't say the third restaurant. I said, there's one that like, kind of comfort, ordinary food that you kind of can have every night. More special, worth a drive things. And then third restaurant is the ones that you don't want to go back to, but we don't associate with those.
Yeah.
We want it back here
Awesome.
again and again.
No, I love it. I love
And
having you guys here.
Elisa, thank you so
Thank
much.
you for having
Oh,
us.
thank
Say
you.
hi to Caesar. Say hi to
Tell your
Raheem.
brother we
Yeah,
said hello.
for sure.
And until next
Tell
time,
Chef.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a
thank you. You're
pleasure
fantastic.
to feature some of the hottest new places in town. And J&C certainly qualifies. Okay, that'll do it for today. And we'll be back tomorrow.
Wicked cheesesteaks.
At Wicked Cheesesteaks. Our
That
friend
sounds
Brian. Yeah, again, that's kind of the more comfort food.
That's
There
definitely
you
a
go.
comfort food
I
place
can
you do have a
imagine where you're going to
wings.
stuff in
Talk about good
tomorrow.
wings. Yeah, that's good.
I'll tune in for
You
that
can
for
tune in and
sure. Yeah.
All good. All right, until tomorrow, enjoy every oyster, every
Yes.
clams with the sofrito butter, and enjoy every sandwich.
Cheers, guys. Hope to
Cheers.
see you in here soon.